Oh boy, oh boy. I'll watch the thing about Iron Mouse. So this, guys, this is so dumb. People get mad at, like, about every 6 months, there is a new hate movement against VTubers. I don't know why people hate VTubers. I don't get it. But for some reason, they do. Iron Mouse doesn't deserve this shit. It's just stupid.
This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive, massive hate train against Iron Mouse, which I don't understand. And I know that you guys aren't the ones doing this.
People don't like Iron Mouse and they don't like VTubers because there is a inaccurate perception that, to be fair, the anime community doesn't really make that hard to have, that anime is for pedos and weirdos. And so when they see an anime character and they think that the character embodies certain traits that are of an underage girl, they think that it's baiting. Now, I'm not saying this is true. I think it's not true. I mean, there's some of them that do it. We all know some of them do it. But that's not all of them. And so, yeah, hey, but it's kind of true. Well, there are some of them that get into that stuff, right? And the problem is that I think people see that, and there's like a big culture shock with it too.
You guys watching this video are very normal and well-adjusted people, and I appreciate that. But there are a lot of people online that seem to just have fun ruining other people's lives. I don't understand it. Now, you're probably wondering...
Well, it's because they hate their own life. It's really simple. They hate their life. They're mad at the situation. Like, if you look at a lot of these, like, professional hater accounts on TikTok, if they ever talk about their own life, it's always bad. And also, like, the most popular thing on Twitter is, and this is true, like, with a lot of places, is to make posts about how somebody is shitty, and then that's it. Like, it's basically being a professional hater. Like, Twitter has monetized being a professional hater. And people, they find their success undeserved because of the simps. Oh, yeah, that's another really big component. So, like, female streamers used to get a lot of this, too, back in the day. Because, like, a lot of female streamers, I mean, look, I mean, I mean, do I have to say this? If you look at the top 100 male streamers, you're going to have a few guys that aren't really very attractive. If you look at the top 100 female streamers, not a single one of them isn't going to be attractive. Every single one of them is going to be attractive. Your looks as a female streamer matter a lot. That's it. And so, when I see VTubers as real people, yes, but the characters that they have are visually appealing. To people that like the anime style of, like, female characters, the female characters that the VTubers have are visually appealing.
Why am I bringing all of this up? Well, don't worry, it'll all make sense. Just get along for the ride and listen to the weird British man rant at you. You see, in 2024, Iron Mouse broke the all-time sub record on Twitch. It was a massive achievement. It was, I'm sure,
over 300K
an amazing and an inspiring moment for all of us, as well as Mouse. Unfortunately,
and she donated half of the money to charity.
Probably what you didn't see was the deluge of vile comments, disturbing threats, and just overall hatred towards Mouse. And I'd love to tell you that this all started here and it's pretty much gone with now.
It's been going
sadly,
on.
This is a thing that has been going on for a very, very long time. And this is not just for Mouse. VTubers in general have had to deal with a
VTubers are cringe, lazy, and fake. I find it sickening how VTubers, especially Hollow Live members, get so many fans in White Knights. I know this is cliche, but as far as I know, they could be a 300-pound man sitting in his mom's basement. I just can't muster the courage to survive more than 10 seconds of any VTuber content. Most of the time, they have no personality and play on the over-sexualized avatar. I frequently watch podcasts and commentary YouTubers, and I prefer quality over some of these cringy and fake avatars. That's right, guys, because the real quality is whenever it's a man talking to his computer in his room. The best sum up of VTubers is that they are corporate manufactured characters to exploit parasocial relationships. This is just my opinion, and I don't actively be toxic or degrade them, but I do. Okay, wait a second. Let me read this again, because I don't think I read this right. This is just my opinion, and I don't actively be. Okay. I am not actively toxic or degrading to them, but I do hate them with a burning passion. I do watch anime, parentheses, I do watch anime and read manga. You know what this is? This is a person who doesn't have enough problems in their life. Imagine caring about whether a content creator puts in work to their content or not. Think about what a stupid thing that is to give a fuck about. Got rejected by a VTuber? I don't think that's the case. I think he probably tried to be a VTuber and it didn't work. I think that's what happens with a lot of people. Like, a lot of the people that, like, hate things are people that tried to be that thing and they couldn't do it. It could be a girl, honestly. Like, there are girls that say this stuff, too. Because I think also, like, so some girls don't like VTubers. There's two reasons why girls don't like VTubers. The first reason why they don't like VTubers, and also, like, I'm speaking for every female that exists. Just keep that in mind. Every girl has this opinion. There aren't any exceptions. But I think a lot of them don't like the fact that, again, some VTubers are using, they're using like kind of like characters that seem underage. I think that's one reason. And then the other reason is that they do find it lazy because girls have to try quite hard. Like if you go and you look at Twitch, almost every single female on Twitch is going to be dressed nicely. That takes time. Have you ever had to wait for your girlfriend or your wife to get ready for something? It's like 30 minutes sometimes, like 45 minutes. Like, oh my fucking God. So they have to spend, yeah, you have like this like time dilation shit. It's, guys, yes, exactly. It's such a waste of fucking time. And so they have to do that. VTubers don't have to do that. And I think that they don't like that. That's my opinion. And this, again, this is the opinion of all females. There aren't any exceptions. They all think like this. Because people hate because they're broke. They see some girl sitting behind a cartoon character making $1 million in a month, and they're trying to get by on their Starbucks barista paychecks. And they fucking hate their life. They hate themselves. So yeah, of course they're gonna hate her.
Some of these creators have to endure is on a level that I've never seen before on the internet, and I've been here for a very long time. 4 years ago, VTubers had a massive explosion in popularity in the West. Now, obviously, they've been around in Japan for a while, because this is very Japanese coded, but, you know, 4 years ago, they blew up and people started getting into them. However, there was a lot of pushback from people like me included who were kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is. But I like it, but I don't know yet. I don't know, I'm gonna see. And I'm sure any VTuber who was around in this era could tell you.
I was originally kind of like negative. I thought VTubing was weird, but then after I started paying more attention to it, I didn't really care as much about it. Give me 1 second.
Amount of hatred that was given out towards VTubers. Like, why are you using a voice changer? Are you a man? Are you an AI, perhaps? You know, pretty uninspired, insulting comments.
Yeah, of course.
And during this boom is when a lot of people found Iron Mouse as well. Now, Iron Mouse had actually been streaming a long time before this as well, but it wasn't until this moment where a lot of VTubers were on Twitch and kind of getting great viewership. Now, obviously, VTubers choose to be represented by an avatar for a multitude of reasons, but for Mouse, it was for anonymity.
I have her leveled up in
most
Hulk
VTubers do it. And now, look, I cannot talk for Mouse. You know, Mouse is her own person, but, you know, Mouse has been sick for a very, very long time with a multitude of illnesses, but the main one being primary immune deficiency. Primary immune deficiency is slightly different to autoimmune diseases that you might have heard about. Autoimmune diseases are where your immune system kind of attacks itself, whereas primary immune deficiency means that your immune system just doesn't work or doesn't work very well. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers are familiar with this because I'm always raising money for charities that want to find cures and support people with primary immune. I never get it right. Primary immune deficiencies. I mess it up all the time. When you have a really bad case of primary immune deficiency, it means that stuff like vaccines don't work on you. It means that you're worried about getting sick constantly from everything. Whereas maybe you and I could eat a bunch of dirt, maybe going even near dirt or someone who's slightly ill 20 feet away.
Well, this is like, so here's another component, here's another layer to this, is that compared to me, a lot of people have this disorder. I've had people come over to my house, they've been over at my house for 3 hours, and they're like, I'm sick, like I'm getting hives, like I can't breathe anymore. And so like, no, it's true. Basically, like, imagine if you're a normal person, Iron Mouse's situation is like if you went into my house.
Easily get you sick or give you a bad case of pneumonia. This disease means that Mouse pretty much can't interact with anyone and can't leave her room. And even if she wanted to, Mouse was disabled for a very long time and has slowly started to regain the ability to walk, thanks to being able to finally support premium healthcare. Yay, love America. So this meant the only human contact the mouse got was pretty much talking to her parents or very close family who she was kind of already adjusted to, and family who understood about the disease and took precautions. And look, I know this is a lot of information, but what I'm trying to get at is that you can only imagine how crushingly lonely this must be. Imagine not being able to leave your room. Yes, we were all there during COVID, but we at least knew that it was probably going to end at some point. And I'm sure many of you knew, me included, that this was awful for our mental health. Not being able to see the people that you care about or interact with friends or just have a casual interaction with a cashier person is interactions that I'm sure all of us missed. And it was thanks to VTuber technology getting so much better and more accessible that Mouse was able to stream like me or like you or like any other big streamer. It was a level.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, because like your appearance and like the way that you look in real life doesn't affect you in the same way that you know, it would in a job, right? Like VTubing is really, in a big way, it's a level playing field for anybody. So like if you have a good personality and people like you and you're appealing, you're going to have viewers and you're going to have people that like you. And there's nothing that like really is holding you back from being successful with VTubing. Whereas like, you know, for example, with like a you know, like a flesh tuber, that's what they call it. That's a person that's actually like a person, if you can imagine that. Like there's a lot of like exterior variables, right? So like age, appearance, and all that kind of stuff. That matters a lot for female streamers. Whereas with VTubers, it doesn't matter because it's a level playing field. And I think it's actually a really big factor. And I think that me saying this is kind of like, to some people, they might view it as problematic because I'm saying that, like, you know, some women that are more attractive have an advantage. And I want to say that that's exactly what I'm saying, and it's completely true. And you can be mad at me for it, but instead of that, be mad at God because God's the one that programmed it this way. That's just the way it is. That's reality. And so, like, if you have an issue that makes you unattractive to people or your age makes you less desirable to people, being a VTuber is a totally even playing field. You don't have to compete on that anymore. And I think it's amazing. It's a great thing.
Some of them have god-tier singing skills. We all know that Mouse was trained to be an opera singer and sounds incredible.
If you could look at me once more.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Combine that with aesthetically pleasing designs that are constantly changing, and it's no wonder that VTubers eventually had their boom. Now, obviously, Twitch and
this even went way harder with Hollow Live. Like, a lot of them, they have them do performances and, like, different events and stuff. It goes so hard.
And it was normal that as a creator that you would get some kind of hatred towards you, or some people who would just blindly write mean comments. It was part of the job. Doesn't mean it's a good part or that we should accept it.
It's just the way it is.
It's just kind of how it was. And because every creator would get a bunch of hate comments here and there was kind of a mutual respect amongst creators that you wouldn't just blindly insult each other for no reason. You wouldn't insult someone you didn't know or you didn't have beef with. It was a thing that you could expect because that's how normal people behave. However, nowadays,
I don't think this was a content creator thing. I think this was just common sense. Like, you're not going to go and start trouble and, you know, talk shit about a bunch of random people because nobody likes being around somebody like that because it's fucking annoying.
Kind of feels like that's not the case anymore. It feels like it's kind of encouraged or okay to punch down and make fun of other creators that you don't like or you think that something's weird about them. And this has happened a lot with VTubers. For example, in 2022, a massive TikTok creator, Noah Glenn Carter, made a video mocking the fact that people wanted to meet Mouse virtually. Here you go.
This might be the saddest video on the internet. So I want you to take a look at all these people. They were all trying to get the attention of—
Look. Chad here just doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. Why don't we try to educate him and bring him into the community? He doesn't understand it.
The monitor. Basically, that's a popular VTuber on the monitor that was virtually attending an anime convention. And this whole crowd of people were following the monitor in hopes that they could get a picture with it.
Now, obviously, you and I know that Mouse can't leave her room, and this is the only way that Mouse can walk around a convention or see any of her viewers, or any of those viewers can talk to Mouse. It's a rare experience for everyone involved, and an amazing feat of technology that we can even do anything like this. And to his credit, he did apologize.
This is an apology to a creator called Iron Mouse because of this video. Now, in my video on this, I called the video one of the saddest videos on the internet, which is completely unnecessary on my part. And Iron Mouse actually responded, clarifying that the people weren't even crowding her, But instead, they were crowding somebody named Connor that was there.
Some Connor guy.
Sorry to you, Iron Mouse, if you're watching. My video was completely unnecessary. I really hope that my video didn't cause you any kind of negativity or anything. And again, I am so sorry if it did. I will be deleting that video as soon as I post this one.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, you didn't think that...
I feel like that's fine, right? I mean, you know, being a stupid it's like I was being a stupid asshole.
There was going to be any negativity? What do you mean by that? And now look, to Noah's credit, he did apologize.
Well, he just didn't even know, right? And this is the thing, is people that don't know what VTubing is are going to think it's weird. I thought it was weird the first time I saw it. Even Connor said he thought it was weird. I feel like a lot of people think it's weird. Because it is kind of weird. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it's weird, sure. I think it's really just about, like, if people want to live past a mistake, then just do that. And don't act that way anymore.
Why is that the norm now? Why is it that you just post first and research second? Oh, I got some hate about this. I'll take it down.
Because they don't know what happened. That's the reason why.
Having a large audience is a huge, huge responsibility. Whether we like it or not, we are influencers. We influence people with our opinions and what we say. I'm sure some people watching this video right now will be influenced by my opinion on all of this stuff.
That's the reason you make the video.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's okay now to blindly hate others and send rabid fans to go and attack people and stuff they don't understand. Why? It's hard enough just existing right now. It is horrible living in this year. It is a miserable time to be alive. Why are we making it harder for everyone? And if you're a VTuber...
The reason why they're making it harder is because they think that it should be harder for those people because they live in a world where their life sucks and they hate where they're at. And they see somebody like Iron Mouse doing really well and they think that it should be them. So for a lot of people, like, hating on content creators on the internet is a way of kind of evening the score and making things feel fair. That's not an excuse. Well, they don't need an excuse because they're not accountable to you.
It's kind of just accepted now that you just get this level of blind hatred all the time. It's insane. Why is this okay? Anyway, moving on with the timeline. Since then, Mouse, and I assume most VTubers, have had to deal with insult after insult that is normalized. For Mouse personally, this level of hatred and
even like, because I have like kind of a normie community with like all the YouTube people that watch. A lot of my YouTube viewers think VTubing is weird. Like anytime that I react to a VTuber, I get tons of comments like that.
Escalated another level when Mouse was nominated for the Game Awards.
It's 2023.
Now, the Game Awards have this category for Content Creator of the Year. Obviously, this year had a massive amount of very, very big creators that I'm sure we're all familiar with. But, to the surprise of Mouse, and to most of us, Mouse got nominated. And then this isn't saying that Mouse didn't deserve it. Mouse had an amazing year. Mouse had raised a ton of money for charity, had broken the all-time sub record for a woman on Twitch, and had done just some of the most amazing shit when you consider that Mouse is bedridden and has to have medication every single day that completely changes how any of this would be done, and providing such an insane energy to every stream whilst battling a ton of medical issues that are permanent throughout Mouse's life. I think the nomination is deserved, and by some sheer miracle, Mouse had won the award.
Wow.
It was a crazy achievement, and nobody expected Mouse to win, to be honest, because Mouse was by far the smallest creator out of the ones that were nominated.
And the Game Award goes to Iron Mouse. So, Iron Mouse couldn't be here tonight because Iron Mouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet.
Obviously, these creators were massive, and a lot of their fans that are watching the Game Awards were a bit upset about Mouse winning the award. This is like
just fanboy behavior. Oh, well, my guy, he didn't win. He should have won. Why didn't he win? He's the best. This guy is bad. He's so bad. My guy's way better.
To a constant, and I cannot preface this enough, a constant stream of hatred now that Mouse has had to deal with openly on all of her socials for years now. This is the level of hatred that is normally, like, I just gotta show you. I gotta show you. This is like ridiculous. This is 2022. Back when Mouse's comments were pretty normal, I'd say. As you can see here, this is beating Kai.
This is beating Kai. Well, yeah, I mean, they don't understand this at all. Like, they're like kids that play FIFA and like Madden. They're like probably 14. Like, they don't understand what being a VTuber is.
Okay, a little negative and unnecessary, but not that bad. This over Kai? Bro, who are you? You know, and luckily at this point, Not all the comments are like this, but they're by far the most liked ones, and it only gets worse the closer we get to today. We all came from that Kai video, right? This is #1 streamer.
Nah, I want to see this. We're gonna community note this. What about this one? Oh my fucking god! He's right! I didn't expect him to be... Like, I kind of expected him to be right, but Jesus! Kid voices on a sexualized character is gross, though. I think that you do a very big disservice by muddying the waters between people that are pedo-baiting and VTubers by categorizing all of them in that way. And I think that the people that use the language like, oh, well, it's just this, you're pedo-baiting, or it's a childlike voice and it's a sexualized character. I think that by you doing that, what you do is that like, let's be honest here, right? It's not really true, right? It's like sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not true. With the girls that are actually pedo-baiting and doing this, am I crazy? It's so fucking obvious, isn't it? It's so obvious.
Blood, this is #1 streamer. This is who gets #1 on Twitch. It's an evil world we live in. And you'd think, okay, maybe something happened at the time. This has been pretty much constant until now.
Speed and Kai.
Speed and Kai on top. How is the streamer of the year? How is the streamer of the year?
Yep.
This won the award, by the way. Oh, hell nah. This is who won. No cap, who's Iron Man. His mouse won the streamer of the year. It probably stops after that. Oh no! So many people are like, post this on Instagram Reels. Post this on Reels. Yep. Oh yeah, great, because love that. Love being toxic on Instagram. Bro, who are you? I'm begging you, please post this on Instagram. Why do people just want to be so cruel? What the f***? Just chill the f*** out, man.
They don't like people getting recognition whenever they think that they don't deserve it. People have, like, this is something that's, like, really important you have to understand, is that people have a very strong internal desire to see things become fair, and they hate unfairness. This is true in animals even. So when they see something that they think is unfair, it makes them like angry on a level that is instinctual. So they see this girl that's being a cartoon, getting millions of dollars and getting all of this attention. They don't like that. They don't think that's fair.
Towards mouse. Nah, you're telling me this bitch-ass VTuber surpassed Kai Cenat.
God, you know these people are so ugly. McGuffey's 88. You are 36 years old? You're doing this at 36? Guys, he could even be 37. Let me see if he's in my chat. User? No, he's not. He's not in my... I want to see if any of these people are in my chat. CACCA_. Account suspended. Okay, he's gone. Yeah, none of these people even watch my stream. Yeah, they're just Kai viewers. Exactly, yeah. I feel like if you do a Venn diagram between my stream and Kai's stream, it's going to be pretty much like, you know, the overlap between the Earth and the Moon. I just don't see it.
It's Kai Cenat. God, you know these people are so ugly. Just sad how Simps donate to this crap.
Simps, bro. Yeah, these are just angry little kids. They're angry little boys.
This is the bitch that broke Kai's record. I refuse to believe any of you are real human beings unless you have less than 60 IQ. No one in this chat is real. I've been watching this shit for 10 minutes and I want to
fuck myself. You, pussy at motherfucker. Oh my god. I mean, you gotta think about, like, this is really like people. They brought in the big brains for this, huh? These people can vote? No, they can't. You gotta be 18 to vote. What do you mean?
How do people watch this shit, you weirdos? You'll never get on Kai's level. Yeah. You guys know this is a fat guy, right? Amongst obviously
you guys know this is a fat guy, right? That guy's gotta be in my channel, right? He's gotta be one of my viewers. Okay, /user. Actually, he's not. Not a single one of these people are in my chat. Wow. Yeah.
All right. Amongst obviously all those insults, a lot of people saying that Mouse is lying about her illness, which, I mean, I don't have to tell you why that's wrong. Like, look at this. This is psychotic. This is f***ed up. How is this okay? And by the way, this is the list, obviously, that doesn't include the N-word bans, or that would be another 20 pages. Because of course it would
Only 20? That's pretty good.
Hey, like if this was my chat, I just would not stream. I would just not show up.
My chat's worse. Like, I get that many bad messages in a day. Like, the fact is, like, it's just, but the difference is that I deserve it. Like, Iron Mouse doesn't deserve it, and she gets it.
This is f***ed. 100%.
Yeah.
I want to make this clear. I'm not blaming any creator. Obviously, we saw a lot of people name-dropping Kai, saying, how could this lose to Kai and all that stuff. This is not me blaming Kai.
That's what I think is so funny about this whole topic, is that Iron Mouse and Kai both like each other, and there's a mutual respect, and everything's fine. It's just like a few losers that are like fanboys are like fighting about it. Really, think about how embarrassing that is.
At the size that is absolutely absurd. And at that level, you can try and tell your viewers, hey man, look, be respectful, which Kai has on numerous times. He's openly praised Iron Mouse.
Yeah.
And been very supportive towards small creators.
Exactly.
Iron Mouse has always been top 5 all time. She's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But Chad, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
But obviously, you know, as a creator,
but who gives a fuck? Like, here's the thing: is like it shouldn't even matter. Like if you don't like what somebody else is doing, like there's a lot of people I don't think deserve Streamer of the Year. I think they're fucking boring. But if they have a viewer base and people like them, then I mean, then it is what it is, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Is see, Kai's not even like that. Kai doesn't even like them.
You still have some influence over your viewers. And I think it's important to make sure that when you see this behavior in the community that you call it out. And I'm not entirely sure when this happened online, but it feels like it's okay to just blindly make fun or hate something you don't understand or have not learned anything about.
That's right.
But I guess that is more of a reflection of the current times we live in.
That's the way it is with everything.
Because everyone seems to do that all the time. As a creator, I would be embarrassed if I saw my viewers blindly hating on someone else using my name.
See, that's the thing is like, y'all might not understand this. That's why I ban people, like, it's because it's not you guys, right? It's usually just like 5 people. But like, sometimes people will get like that in my channel and they just immediately, I just ban them immediately. Like, get out of here. Like, it's weird.
Mortified if I saw that. And the one good thing about all you guys is that I know that you don't do that. And I appreciate that because you're all cool and you're all normally well-adjusted people, I hope. And look, I'll admit,
Remember the Last Supper?
I don't have a plan. I was just going
lit.
crazy looking at all of this open hatred and losing my mind, wondering why this is normal. That was literally it. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. And I kind of wanted to ask if anyone else or any other VTubers or any other even YouTubers, if you've experienced this same kind of level of blind hatred yourself.
Yeah.
I would love to hear about it, just so that I know that I'm not going crazy. I hope we can have a civilized and good discussion in the comments. And so with that, I wish you all the best of luck. Don't let these urinal cake eating children distract you.
I thought it was Tide Pods.
Now I'm gonna go drink a beer. All right.
This is a really good video. I'm glad Connor made this video. I really am. It's so cringe. And I think that, again, one of the big things to emphasize is the fact that Iron Mouse and Kai don't even like these people. Like, the people that you're simping for don't even like you. Stop it. Like, what is this, losers? Yeah, give the video a like. This was great. I'm so glad people are talking about this.